Those who escaped the arrows ran, howling to meet the defenders of the city. The clash of steel and the screams of the wounded rose hideously as battle joined. The Greers fought with their usual savagery, but always before they had been at least 10 of them to every one of their foes. They could not understand why this fight was different from every other fight they had experienced, and still arrows flew, and still more Greers died before they reached their goal. "The archers and the battlements are not plains folk," said a voice beside Trell. He whirled around. Sheila was looking up at the city walls, a slight smile on her lips. "Who else could that be, you fool?" Trell spat. "Here is a plains city. The master told us the tribes across each other's borders only in peril cross the borders, and only for their lives. And we have seen this for ourselves." "Plains people are not so skilled with the bow," said Sheila, almost dreamily. "Besides, these archers have powerful arms and shoulders, but are far too small in stature to be plains folks. I think they are dread gnomes." "You are mad," muttered Trell. Sheila shrugged. "Surely you have noticed that the fighters who came out of the city were not all from the plains," she said. "At least a few of them were from the mere. Many others were neither mere nor plains. And I think the small blue-coloured creatures who were carrying away the wounded are Ralads from the wilds. It seemed that there is something that we and even the master did not know." Trell pointed with a shaking finger at the Greers still pouring past them like boiling grey waves. "It does not matter," he hissed. "Those archers can slaughter thousands, and still we will prevail. Our numbers are overwhelming." Sheila laughed. He gaped at her and saw what she was still looking at. Slowly he turned his head. His mouth went dry. Hundreds of huge warriors in golden armor were surging onto the plain from behind the city. They were closing in on the Greer army from both sides like a monstrous avenging furies. Despite their size and the weight of their shining armor, the golden warriors moved with incredible speed. In moments they were carving their way through the flanks of the shadow army with terrible practiced ease, working together like parts of a well-oiled machine. "So that is what a jealous knight looks like," Sheila said with interest. "Well, it seems we have fallen into a trap, Trell. We are surrounded on all sides." He stared at her. She nodded almost brightly. "Enemy troops have closed in from behind," she said. "Many are on horseback. They are mere fighters, I think, by their wild looks. Some dread gnomes are with them, I suspect, for I saw arrows flying before I came to tell you the news." "It cannot be," Trell whispered. "It is," said Sheila. "Greers in the rear are falling in their hundreds every moment, and the rest are being stung to madness by bees. Black clouds of bees from the place of spirits. It is almost as if the bees were part of the trap." She smiled horribly, showing all her black, jagged teeth, then turned her horse's head away. "Where are you going?" Trell panted. "Stay where you are. I order you to remain." He turned his sword on her. His head was spinning. There was a roaring in his ears. "My Greers are all dead," the woman said. "They were among the first to fall into the pit. I am not needed here." Again her mouth stretched into an awful smile. "You have been outwitted, Trell," she added softly. "I tried to warn you, but then what I think does not matter, does it?" With a roar of rage, Trell lunged at her, pierced her to her heart. The smile did not leave her face. "Thank you," she whispered. "Better this quick death than the fate which awaits you at the master's hands." She slumped over her horse's neck and slowly slid to the ground. Freed of its hated burden, the chestnut snorted with pleasure and galloped away.